Welcome right back to the channel. Today I'm going to bring you some FC25 squad building squad builders. I keep forgetting. I don't even know how to say it right, but we're back. I just uploaded the cheapest version of these squads, and now we're going to be going through the top 5 leagues in Europe, and we're going to go ahead and build the best rated squads, right? Not even just rated, but just the best teams. You guys will see what I mean when I talk about rating, but we're going to start with the Premier League. In goal, Allison. Obviously, there's Ederson, there's Emi Martinez, but just for the highest sake of the highest rated for the Prem, we're going to put Allison in there. Right back, obviously Kyle Walker. I'm gonna go over some other cards you guys could potentially put in there, put in at right back. Sorry, which is Trent Alexander-Arnold, obviously. Then we have a center back pairing with Saliba and Van Dijk. I think this is just the best center backs in the game. You could put Ruben Diaz if you're more of a Bruiser Plus kind of player. I'm not sure. Just I still think Saliba, Van Dijk, best center back pairing for sure. At left back, we have Udogie, and then we also have Robertson. So I just put Udogie because he has more pace, because I think obviously has more relevant. But Robertson has a playstyle plus, and he has obviously better other in-game stats. But I still think Udogie is probably the better option there. And then I have a 4-3-3 here. Obviously, this is a 4-3-3. It's not a 4-4-2 or 4-1-2-1-2. There's some other formations you guys could put. But in order to fit these three midfielders, which I think are the best, is De Bruyne, Foden, and Rodri. So obviously Rodri not a I don't know why it says box to box. He'd just be like a deep line playmaker, holding mid, right, holding mid. So he's gonna play a little deeper there. And then we have Foden as your cam. I think he's just better as a cam. You could put him at left wing too, but I think just right there. And then De Bruyne as well. I didn't realize De Bruyne has 67 pace. Wild. I mean, obviously these aren't super confirmed, but they're just a database off a foot scoreboard. If you guys are just seeing this video for the first time and you're wondering how did I build this squad, I'm using Easy SBC. I've shouted them out on Twitter in the last video. I'm going to shout them out again because they built this. Obviously, they have this Easy SBC website where you're able to build FC25 cards and on teams. Sorry. So that's why I'm building it. But we have De Bruyne here. And then at right wing, Salah, we have Chiesa on the left, and we have Son as a striker. Now, you can obviously put Son and the left wing, and then take out Chiesa and put in where's he at? Holland. Sorry, you could do that. That's probably honestly that's probably the better option there. Wait, Son doesn't have supposedly Son doesn't have left wing capabilities, which is that true? I don't know. I mean I'm pretty sure he had it this year, right? So yeah, I guess that's how I would put it. If you guys can't put Son at left wing, then I think the best option probably is going to be Chiesa as far as Prem goes, right? If we go to the Premier League here and then go to left wings, left wing from the Prem. Yeah, so we have Chiesa, Diaz, and Jota, and obviously Doku as well. But if we're talking about like the best bang for your buck, I would say Son if he fit, but if he's not a left winger, which is weird to me if he's not a left winger, I guess you could just make a 4-4-2 and make it a little more easier and just put, but then you wouldn't have Foden. So that's why I'm saying the formation does kind of make a difference because Foden can only play left wing and cam, but I think Foden has to be in the best team, man. This guy is just going to be so good, especially at the start. The dribbling, the shooting, the passing. He's going to be really good at technical plus. So, yeah, okay, so obviously we're not going to put Vinny there. Let's take out Vinny, and we're going to put Chiesa. The reason why I put Chiesa over, like, Diaz is simply just because of the shooting. I think shooting is, like, pretty important. But if you guys want to put Luis Diaz, I don't argue with that as well. And then obviously, Son is probably the best option there. So, that's the Prem. I've already gone ahead and pre-built a lot of these. Let's go to La Liga second, because I think it's a little more, or this is probably one of the more, like, fun ones, I guess. The Prem's probably the most fun, and obviously because the biggest, most popular league. But in net, we have Ter Stegen. Obviously, you could put Oblak. You could put, what else is in there? There's probably some other options, but Ter Stegen, for now, obviously, Courtois. That's why I forgot. Sorry, I got to put the... Yeah, so you can put either Courtois or Ter Stegen, whatever you guys really prefer. It's just up to you. It's literally, if you want the height, obviously Courtois, if you believe in that, or Oblak, Unai Simon, Romero. But for this case, let's keep Courtois in there. It's fine. And then at right back, we have Koundé. Now, we have some other options like Llorente and Danny Carvajal as well. Llorente obviously is going to be very meta because I think this card is probably one of the most annoying cards, but we are going to put Llorente in there. This is the best squad, so if you guys want to see, obviously no icons, but for as far as best squad possible, they're not necessarily the most expensive because I think Koundé would be more expensive than Llorente because Koundé 84 rated center back pace wise is the best. So I think Llorente is just super overpowered, obviously, every single year at the start of the game. Center back pairing, we have Araujo and Rudiger. Obviously, there's also like Militao, which I guess would probably be better than Rudiger, but I don't know. Rudiger just seems like that solid center defensive back, like center back, sorry, that's just gonna get that ball back for you every single time. And I think the same for Araujo. So if you're a big, Madrid fan, maybe put Militao and Araujo. If you're a Barca fan, put Kunde and Araujo as center backs. Tchouaméni can play center back. It's showing, but I don't know if that's true or not. We'll have to find out when the game's fully released. Left back, we have Mendy. You could also put Camavinga. But I think Mendy's just the best, right? Best left back there. In a midfield, we have Jude, Valverde, and De Jong. Now, you could also put, maybe Modric if you want to, or Pedri, but I think this is just the best all-around team. And then we have honorable mentions of Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Dani Olmo if you play like with the cams, pretty nice as well. Or Pedri if you like Pedri. I love Pedri in real life. Just in the game, his shooting is just always lets me down. I get in the right position, but the shot is just so weak. The shot power's not there, and he kind of lacks a lot of goals for me. So I don't really like using him in the game too much. And then we have the front three with literally the Madrid front three. If you guys can't tell, this is a very Madrid-based squad, which is hard for me to say when I'm a Barca fan. But Rodrigo, Mbappe, and Vinny. If you don't like Vinny, there's Nico Williams. Brahim looks like a fun card. And then Rafinha as well. I just think overall, in-game for FIFA, this is the best front three. You could put, obviously Lewandowski if you're a fan of the finishing. Griezmann's still good. Alvarez looks like a fun. This is more of a cheaper card, but I think Griezmann, Mbappe, and Lewandowski is going to be the easiest. And I have to mention this. If you guys are wondering, there's no more 4-3-2-1. There's no more center forwards. You can't have two center forwards anymore. It's just wingers or cams. They got rid of center forwards and no longer in the game because obviously we could put 4-3-2-1, Mbappe, Julian Alvarez, and Griezmann or Lewandowski, whatever you guys your front three wants it to be. So we got to remember that no more center forwards in the game. So that's just what I want to mention that as well before you guys are wondering. Well, why don't you put this guy and this guy together? That's why, right? Because center forwards are no longer in the game. And then I use the Bundesliga squad. We have Kobel in net. I do believe there's another. Yeah, we could also have a Neuer, I guess, if they're... that's not Neuer, I know that, but I'm just having to select this because it's a little bit difficult to switch players for the league there. We have Kobel or Neuer. Choose your poison, I guess. And then we have Frimpong at right back, Schlotterbeck, and Pavard at center backs. There's technically some other options that are probably better, like Taz are better rated, but the pace is a little bit lacking. But I think for what you get for Pavard, the dribbling, the passing... I think Pavard just is a better center back, right? Especially for me. And he has a playstyle plus, jockey plus. At the start of the game is very nice. And yeah, the passing stats. This is what I'm trying to say to you guys. I love dribbling on a center back and passing. Those are like my two favorite things, obviously besides pace and defending. Now with the Shadow, this guy's got an 83 pace with 92 defending. Obviously really good, especially to start off the game. Agility and balance in the 70s, really nice. Reactions 86. I like that as well. 78 ball control, 75 dribbling is really good at the start of the game. And then the passing is really good as well. So I prefer him over Todd just because of the agility and balance. Schlotterbeck is the exact same deal for me with slide tackle plus. And then we have Davies at the left back position. I think he's better than Grimaldo, literally just because of the pace. Other than that, I think Grimaldo's in there as well. So if you guys don't really care about pace too much, Grimaldo would be nice as well. The midfield three of Sabitzer, Wirtz, and Musiala. I do think Kimmich or Goretzka or Lamer has a really good shout to be in there as well. He's fully all well-rounded, but I think Sabitzer is as well. So it's kind of hard there. And then Wirtz and Musiala is kind of hard to argue that anybody else could fit in over them. The front three is a little Bayern biased here as well as the whole team, but Sane, Kane, and Coman. There is also some other options. For example, we have Xavi Simons. You could put Grimaldo at left wing if you guys want to, or Adeyemi for that pace, but I still think Coman's nice. Rapid plus is going to be really annoying in the beginning of the game. And then strikers, we have Openda as well. If you're not a fan of if you're not a fan of Kane, you could put Openda there, Malin, Adeyemi, Gnabry. Is Colomwani? I always get confused. Is he play for? I'm pretty sure isn't he still PSG? Anyways, I'm not too sure. Maybe he was on loan. I'm not too sure about that. But that's the Bundesliga team. We did the Prem, La Liga, Bundesliga. Let's do the last three. I'm gonna leave this League 1 to the end because it's not the greatest, guys. The Serie A now. I do think the Serie A is a little bit of it might be up there for one of the better squads you guys can build, in my opinion, just strictly off of gold cards. We have in net, Mainan. We also have obviously some other keepers you guys could put in there. Again, I'm gonna make sure I put this Serie A there so you can see the other positions at center at goalkeeper. Mainan, Chesney, Jan Sommer. Pick your poison. Sorry, Mainan there. And then at right back we have Di Lorenzo, Bastoni, Bremer, and Theo Hernandez is the back line. As far as right backs go, I think Di Lorenzo is the best one. Dumfries is there as well, but he's just, I don't know why Dumfries has always been that kind of card that is really strong on the ball when you get next to someone, but he's so heavy on the ball. I think Di Lorenzo or Lazzari just for the pace to keep up with all the new cards coming in with the fast pace. And then we have Bastoni here, who I think is actually really good choice there. He's got, I think, he definitely got a boost, right? I think so. He had 75 pace, really good defending, really good physicals. Dribbling and passing is really nice on him as well. Let's take a look at his in-games. Okay, the agility balance is in the 60s, but the ball control is nice. Composure and reactions are really good. Defending is nice as well with the shadow. So I still think Bastoni in there is really nice. You could put Bremer or Tomori in there. I think either or is good. Tomori does have the playstyle plus. He does have +2 passing. But Bremer is one of those guys like Rudiger that just are so strong on the ball, especially with that advanced defending. Varane's still there with, still a viable option, but this is more for the cheaper options because Varane moved to Como. And then we have Theo Hernandez, obviously probably the best left back in the game. I do think DiMarco is very good as well. He just scored a screamer volley yesterday, sorry, the day of me recording this. It's a good option, but if you want the best team, guys, Theo Hernandez is the best left back, 100%. And then we have the middle three here of Çalhanoğlu, Dybala, and Nicola Barella. I was trying to remember his first name. I believe it's Nicola Barella. And some other options. I'd like Rabiot a lot as well. Loftus-Cheek for for the budget players. I think he's really good. Pellegrini, Benacer. These are all just good options. Fatesi, Musa. I like all these cards. Reisners. But I do think this is the best three midfield you guys can build. Çalhanoğlu's going to have 5-star weak foot. And skill moves. Got incisive pass plus. Just all around a really, really good card. And he might be cheap just because of the pace and the nation. So I think he'll be cheap. Then we have Dybala at cam. You could put Mkhitaryan if you want 5-star weak foot. That's the only thing about Dybala at the start of the game. Okay, he's given 3-star. I thought he was going to have 2-star weak foot. But 5-star, 3-star, obviously 5-star skill moves is really fun. And he has first touch plus, which not the greatest. I still think it's better than Flair plus, but I still don't think like a technical plus would have been really good on him. And then we have the front three. Now, this front three could be a little bit changed here if you guys really want to. Because I think Lautaro's the best striker in the... he definitely is, but I just think he's just so good. Finesse shot plus as well this year. I think he had Flair plus last year. At right wing, I put Kvar because you could put Pulisic there, which some people could argue Pulisic is a little bit better because of the shooting, I guess, is really only it. But I think Kvar for the 5-star weak foot that he's going to get. Isn't he 5'5"? Yeah, he's always 5'5". So he'll be 5'5", 5-star, 5-star. Good pace, good dribbling. I think he'll be really solid in the start off the game. And then Leao on the left-hand side. I think you could put him or Pulisic, and I think that's pretty much the only real competition in the Serie A. But Leao, always expensive, right? Rapid plus. He's going to feel really fast, and he might feel a little heavy on the ball because I remember this year I didn't really like his card. But we'll see in next year's. He's going to have 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, and then Lautaro as well. Just an absolute finishing machine. Put a hunter on him, and that's it, man. That's the guy you guys want for your striker. He's a little bit short, 5'9", but I still think it's not that bad, right? Don't worry about aerial plus, guys. Like, let's move on from that, please. So there's the Serie A, and the last squad, guys. The most disappointing league, in my opinion, is the Ligue 1. There's some gems in here for like some cheap beasts, but overall is the best. This might be towards the bottom. This is definitely the 5th worst out of the 5 leagues, the top 5 leagues. I think, in my opinion. Did we do La Liga? We did La Liga already. Yeah, sorry. This is the last one I wanted to go over. In net, we have Donnarumma, right back, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Theo. I want to say about, not Theo, Lucas, his brother. When it comes to League 1 center backs, there is some other options besides Lucas. There's Kempembe, if you're a big fan of Kempembe. Pacho with 79 pace to start. So I think either Kimpembe or Hernandez, you know, whoever you guys really prefer. I would say Hernandez just because of the fact that I think he's a little bit better in-game stats, but Kimpembe has that, you know, so-called aura, sorry. So if you guys want to use Kimpembe, check him out. And the left back, I think Nuno Mendes is just the best. And then the midfield, this is where it starts to just really decline. From the midfield onwards, it's just sad, man. It's just so sad. I do think Vitinha is going to have to fit in the team if you want the best League One squad. I think he has to be in there. I think Zaire Emery as well, because other options are, you know, João Neves. Zachary is a good option too. I don't want to say he's not. Zachary is a good option. Guendouzi I wouldn't recommend, especially at the start of the game. I've never been a fan of his card. Kondogbia, he's going to feel really heavy. And then I think that's pretty much it. So João Neves, Zakaria in for Zaire Emery, whatever you guys prefer, but I think Zaire Emery is going to be the better option. And then we have Golovin. Now, Golovin, I would say, is a little bit more hard to replace as well. Maybe Lee Kang in, I don't even know, like an evolution or something, but I'm telling you, it gets really bad. You could even put a 4-3-3 and put Marcos Asensio in as a center mid or something like that. Yeah, because it gets really rough, guys. The League One's really, really rough. Then we have Dembele. I think he's just the best right winger, right? Like, just hands down. And then we have Aubameyang at striker, just the best striker. Obviously, if you're not a fan of Aubameyang, maybe put in David, maybe Gonzalo Ramos. No, I would say Aubameyang is still better than him. And then Barcola on the left-handed side. Now, it's showing Zaha at Olympique Lyon, but I thought he was on loan to Galatasaray. I don't know how that is going to work out in game. And I think, yeah, Barcola just in general, just obviously a good meta card in the beginning of the game. Now, have been the best 5 squads on FC25 that I obviously gold cards. And we're not talking about icons. We're not talking about team of the week, special cards, heroes, nothing like that, right? We're not building those squads yet. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments down below. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is pretty much end this video. I'm going to make a new video, and I'm going to make that as like, you know, fun, like either budget friendly, hybrid squads, and then we'll do like overall best FC25 squads. I'm really having fun. Shout out to Easy SBC again. They're allowing me to like kind of just build squads. It's a lot of fun. We finally have a website to where we're able to go through the database and build teams, different formations and tactics. So I'm really a fan of that. You can, you could change literally everything you guys want, the formation, everything you guys want, right? It's really cool. So I'm gonna have some fun with these squad building SBC. I keep saying SBCs. These squad building videos for you guys. And if you guys have been enjoying them, like and subscribe to the video. But for now, I'm out of here. Adios.